Vergara and Elena have to escape from the Cainites in the face of monstrous temptations and deceptions. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing 30 Coins, Episode 5, The Double. We start out this episode in 1970. We see a young boy playing with a dog, and we end up finding out it's Vergara. And this is basically another look into his past. And we get to find out it's like a dream sequence. There's certain events that happen in it, and we also get to see Sandro jolt awake because he's had a dream as well, and he heads off to an Italian castle that may hold the clues that he's seeking in this. So I thought that was the whole opening to this was really good. I really did enjoy that. Meanwhile, back in the village, we see Elena and Paco head back into town, into the police station where Elena's husband is being held, and his name is Mario. And we can visibly see that Elena is really shaken up by his return. She's so surprised about it, which I thought was really good because the acting in this was fantastic this time. And when Jesus finds out that Mario is back, he heads into town to see it for himself, and he is so shocked he literally falls backwards because we get to find out later on a whole bunch of stuff there. We get to learn a lot in this episode, which is really good. The rest of the village, of course, gossips about Mario's disappearance and his return, and it's really kind of understandable that they're kind of wary about what all this means, but you know, it's a small town. They all gossip about everything. Even the bartender really is like, you men, you know, like they're basically like women, you know, gossiping, you know, which I thought, you know, I think is really funny in this. It just goes on, and it's a really good scene. I do like that. We get to see quite a bit of the Vatican too, and you know, some of the relics that they have, which I thought were great. I think this whole sequence throughout here is really good because we end up getting to see Vergara have to make a choice that is going to change everything for him, and it's a really important choice for all this. And the episode goes through and it ends on I think a really good kind of cliffhanger, because there's a line that's mentioned in the episode that ties right into the ending of this episode, which I thought it was great. I did really like this episode. The CGI in this was good, and the relics, they looked authentic. They looked real. So I really like what they did with the Vatican and how they used everything to tempt Vergara. And really, I mean, yeah, again, he has to make a decision that's going to change everything. The music, of course, was still good. It was still right on point for every part it needed to be. Through the acting in this, I thought was really good as well. We get to see Vergara get let in on some really big secrets that I was like, wow, really? What if this was really true? You know, I thought it was great, you know, and you can honestly, on his face, you can really see how tempted he is, which is fantastic. Like the things he does throughout this episode, you're like, oh man, is he really gonna, you know? And it's just, dude, I'm trying not to spoil everything, so sorry, folks, but yeah, it was really good. And Elena, I think though was the best actor out of this whole episode. She really is really shaken again, and she goes through, but she kind of makes some really kind of weird and bad decisions, in my opinion, but she's doing it because she does love her husband, and she hasn't seen him for like 2 years, and all of a sudden he comes right back. So you can see her quickly settle in, back into her old life with her husband. And again, I want to know about the old woman. Excuse me. The old woman in this is creepy and awesome. I was like, okay, so many questions unanswered. I want to know about this old woman and like the baby from episode 1. It's like, dude, I got so many questions. And that's the best part about this show, is that you get a lot of questions. You get some answers, but then there's just more questions that keep leading on. And it's just like, dude, the mystery is awesome in this. You really are trying to figure out what everybody's doing, and then all of a sudden you get a little tease for it, and it's like, wait, what? But then you have more questions go on, and it's great. Again, we get to learn a lot in this, like about what Fabio has been doing for all these years that he hasn't been around. And, Vergara has to make a choice. Elena has to actually make a choice, and she does towards the end of the show. She really has to figure out what she really wants to do. So we get all these questions and stuff, and then we really start to get to see certain things between her and Paco in this. So we are really going into some really good stuff here, and I honestly can't wait to see the next episode. I'd give this episode a 7.5, 8 out of 10 easily. This was a really good episode again. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. And let me know your thoughts, on this episode and what you've heard. Leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys later.